Okay, am I live? I think I am. Of course, I always get a frog in my throat when I start to go live. This is very impromptu. Uh, I was just reading around the interwebs, and I've been kind of halfway following this, but not really. And I just thought it would be interesting to take a look at this project in Saudi Arabia, the line, which is going to be this huge uh, linear city. I think it's 1,200 kilometers long. I was collecting some notes here. Sometimes I'll just get on Google Docs and start pasting notes. But it's a $500 billion, 500-meter tall, which is impressive, 170 kilometers long mega city. The line in Neom, I think that's how you pronounce that. And so it's 200 meters wide. So I thought what might be fun is just to get in SketchUp and see if we can just get an idea of the scale of this thing, which I hope it doesn't crash my computer. But this is my typical drawing template I start off with. So this is my little Fibonacci template here. I use it as a background to, like, when I start drawing, things, because it's good to have a backdrop. But the problem with that is this is going to be too big, so I'm going to delete that. I have this app, or this extension. It's called Placemaker. I don't know if it's going to work for this, but we're going to see. Import terrain. Let's see, import terrain. I haven't used it much. I honestly haven't used it in a long time. Here we go. Was that another reference to Neon? Let's go back. Let's go back. Oh, here we go. I thought I saw another reference. Let's see if there's another reference. What is that? Neon. Okay, let's do quarter. Okay, I had the right one. So let's just select area. I wonder how big of a. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Oh, wait, if I zoom in. No, but this thing is 1,200 kilometers, so I'm not going to be able to. You know what we could do, though? I could use this for scale. What I could do is take like this and use it to scale like a Google map or something like that. Let's just import that just for the fun of it. And why is it all dark? That's weird. Let's turn off the shadows. I think I might have a. There we go. All right. Is that on or off? That's off. Okay. So what I can do, though, is I can also, get my orientation with this, because obviously it's not going to run exactly north and south. So what I thought I might do is, I really didn't expect that to work anyway. So what I think I'll do now is go get. I was on this. This is my feet. By the way, I'm going to do everything in feet and inches. The original dimension of choice, the original units of choice. Uh, where am I? I had the maps. I had my maps lined up here. I've got too many. Here we go. So what we could do is take a. That says north and south. So we could take a screenshot of this and just kind of line it up. I don't know if I should spend too much time doing this. There's that little hook. Let's see if we go back. and find that little hook. Is that this thing? I didn't pay much attention, did I? This is what I didn't want to do, was spin. There's a little horn and a hook. Let's go back now. Oops, wrong software. We don't need layout yet. Let's get rid of that. I should have gotten there's a hook and a horn. So we must have been zoomed in somewhere. Well, yeah, I'm getting into more worry than I thought. Here's a horn, and it must be this. So, and but this looks like this doesn't look like, there's a little bay area, and then some little islands. Let's try one more time here. It may be that oh, is it this? Well, let's just do this. This is what I was trying to do, is get a sense of scale. So I can take this little line right here. I can do a screenshot. Get rid of this. Make sure I've got all of Naome here. I can take a screenshot. Control, print screen. And I can go to, I should have done all this before, huh? Sorry, I'm wasting time, aren't I? But this is one of those live streams that really I'm just kind of playing around. Paste this new image. I don't really expect this to work very well because it's going to be so grainy. Export as, I don't know. The line 2. I've got some images here. I don't think I'm going to be able to scale this very well. Let's go back here. Now let's import. Pictures. Get all my NFTs out of the way. Where did it go? Here we go. So if this is 5 miles, it's not going to be very accurate. That is, what the heck? 1,257 feet long. Wow. Wow, that's not bad. That means I didn't realize we were already at that scale. What is a mile? Is like 5,200 feet. Yeah, 5,280. So let's go back and we'll see. That means we're only got to scale this up like 3.5 times or something. So 5,280 divided by 1,257 equals 4.2 times. Okay, so we'll delete our line and we're going to take this. That's not bad. I thought I was going to have to do it 100 times. 4.2. There we go. Now maybe we can kind of match this. Really what I want to do is get the direction Like, is there a north arrow? This is north, so I guess it's not bad. But what I was really wanting to do is find this little. I don't know why I can't find this little hook. Let's go back here just for a second. Okay. Okay, I thought I clicked that. The last time it let me. Please select a surface. What did I do? I don't remember having selected a surface before. I don't. Please purchase subscription to import areas larger than 4 kilometers. Select area that's. Oh, okay. Can I use that? Okay. I didn't realize I was working on such a huge scale. I just want to see it. I don't want to do it yet. Let's see. I just want to no cancel. I just want to find it. Okay, whatever. Alright, whatever, dudes, whatever. Alright, what I'm trying to do is figure out where this is. And is it locked? Yep. I don't know why I'm worried about that, to be honest with you. I'm just going to delete it. And we're going to work with this. So apparently, apparently now this is, let's go to our feet and inches, because I just don't want to have to deal with this. So 200, so it's 656 feet. So it's 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long. So that's 656. And we're going to do that here first. 656 feet. What the heck? Am I really on that length? I didn't know I was at that scale. So 656 feet, you can see up here. And then let's go back. Let's turn this to kilometers. We'll go 1200. So is that is that right? $170 kilometers. Good Lord. No wonder. I didn't think that was right. What was it? 170 kilometers. I'm repeating myself. I got too many things open here. 170. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. But that's still 557,000 feet. Am I going to crash my computer? Is it really that long? 557,743. Can I paste that here? 557 743. 557 743. Pew. Well, we can at least see the end of it. Now we're going to go out here. There we go. That's the length of it. Now, should get interesting now. Now we're talking about 500 meters above sea level. I think that's a 500 meters tall. Yeah, this is, I don't know what they mean by, I mean, I know what above sea level means, but does that mean the base of it is at sea level? I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe it is. So 500 meters. Let's go back to, that's like 1,600 feet. Yeah, 1640. Alright, we'll go back here. And we come up 1640. That's a big one. Now let's make it a block. Make it a group. Now we're going to place it over here. Something still doesn't seem right about, surely it can't be that big. Something doesn't seem right about this map. Well, I mean, can you imagine? Let's see if this is 5 miles. Oh, wait. It's got to be 5 times bigger. I knew something was wrong when I saw the scale of that thing. It's got to be 5 times bigger. So, 5280 times 5 is 2640. So, 2640... wait a minute. 5280 times 5 is 26,400 divided by 5209, because I didn't quite get it exactly. 5.068. So that's what's wrong with this picture. This map has to go 5.068 times. Because imagine if it was really that big. I mean, what was it? 5.068. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go 5.0. Now we're getting somewhere. Maybe that's why I couldn't find that, I couldn't relate it to anything. Now I don't understand because I really don't want to spend that much time. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I thought it was longer. Now I'm confused because if you look on the map, it goes all the way. I mean, look at the length of this thing. So something. I have a feeling this has to do with the screenshot. This the scale not being related to the actual view that I had. Because I mean, if you're looking at this versus this, you can see how far inland it goes past the mountain range, and then you go to, let's get rid of some of this junk. $170 kilometers, and that is kilometers, 170, 557,743. feet. And this is 20, yeah. So I don't know how I got the size wrong. I don't know how I did that. So it's 200 meters wide, 656. Okay. 656 feet. This is making more sense, actually. And it's 170 meters tall, 557, we'll call it 558 feet. The scale of that doesn't look right. $500 meters by 200 meters. 500. 1640. Yeah. See what I mean? I knew the scale didn't look right. And this should be like 656. Yeah, okay. And 1640. That's taller than the Empire State Building. Now, let's put this over there. And we'll see. I guess my map wasn't big enough. Let's see if anybody's watching this boring live stream. Look at now, the hook is man-made after the fact. They haven't built. I know they haven't built it yet, Goober. That's why I'm talking about it. $170 kilometers. Yeah, but I'm doing things in feet. So 170 kilometers is 557. I mean, according to this, kilometers to feet. What are you saying? Mike's trying to give me a hard time in the comment. Are you still there, Mike? 170 kilometers. I'm not. I don't do things in miles in CAD. We do them in feet. So yeah, if you multiply 105 times 5280, then you get this. All these feet. The footage I have, all the feetage. The problem with my map is that I didn't get enough of it. So I'm just going to try one more time to get the map right. I had a map and I got too much crap open here. Here we go. Oh, this whole area is called Neom. This is Neom Media Back or Jod. I did a search for this Neom, and I'm going to get a bigger screenshot this time. And this won't take but a second to fix this, I promise. Because I should just be able to match the height of that. Get rid of this one. I may just do it visually based on what I see in the photograph, and then just check it, or in the image. To me, it looks like it's skirting those port areas like that, and then this goes. If you see, it goes all the way to the Red Sea. What is this? The Gulf of Tonka trucks, whatever. And let's go back. Let's look. The problem is there's no real good. There's no really good image that shows where it ends. This is the website here. It talks about all the futuristic aspects of it. It's going to have artificial intelligence. It's going to have, here's a good picture here. Oh wow, it's pretty decently long. Look at that. So if you do like a 45-degree angle up from there, yeah. So let's check this. Oh, that says 10 miles now. The scale is different now. Let's see what this says. So 10 miles, that would be, yeah, so I'm pretty close. 10 times 5280 is 52,080. So if I draw a line, that's 52,800 feet. $52,800 feet. I don't understand why. Not that far off, just by eyeballing it. I'm just going to get it close, and I'm not going to spend much time on it. I should be doing math, but I'm just trying to, now I feel like I'm in a hurry. That's a little bigger, but we'll just go with that for right now. I'm just trying to get a sense for scale. And to me it looks like this hugs, it comes all the way over to here, and it hugs that gulf area like that, this little gulf. And then there's a little bit of an angled thing going on here, I think, with this map, because I think what it's supposed to do is hit that, and then it hits this port over here like that. In any event, that's huge. Now the problem I have with this thing, I don't have a problem, obviously, it's not my construction project, but I don't actually like the way they're doing the walls. The exterior of this thing's going to be mirrored, supposedly, and mirrors. That's not going to give us any real effect. Now, I guess if I turn on the sun, or turn on the, let's see what happens if I turn on the, doesn't do any good. Why is that? Let's come up here, let's come up here. So, for some reason, when I turn on the sun, it puts the ground in dark when it's not. So that's weird. I haven't ever noticed that before on these images that you bring in. So I was hoping to be able to get a shadow. If I had this in a drawing, like if I had just a big surface, and I turned on the shadows, or turned them, that's bizarre. What is going on there? Something has happened to my, oh, what's going on here? Anyway, I don't want to spend this much time on all this junk. I'm trying to figure out why my shadows aren't working. But we're going to get rid of this big surface here. And we're going to turn this off. in any event, it's huge. Okay, I think this is probably, I think it probably stops before it gets to this. I think that's a mountain, another little mountain range there. But I guess the thing that's odd to me is um, the surface they want to put on there. They're showing mirrored surfaces. And get rid of this, and you go back. I wonder if they've got that. Here we go. I mean, you can see the reflection. I mean, to me, on the south side of this wall, this would be the north side of it. It's not going to be too bad, but on the south side, you don't want to be there when the sun is hitting that big mirrored surface. Everything that's in its reflection, or where the light is reflecting on the ground, is going to get fried. And I've literally seen. I don't know. This was probably back in the '90s when there were some. I don't know if this was locally. There was some, tall. They weren't skyscrapers, but they were tall buildings with those mirrored glass finishes, and they were literally creating like laser beams on neighboring buildings and melting the facades off of the buildings. They were having troubles with cars that were parked, nearby, getting their mirror, any kind of plastic trim got fried. So, I mean, I think it's a bit silly. What I don't understand is why they don't do, and I know it would be an enormous amount of concrete. It's just going to be an enormous amount of concrete in this thing anyway. But why they don't do it like some kind of tilt up system, concrete tilt up, or port, or at least some kind of facade that would gain heat, gain that thermal heat through the mass of the wall during the day, and then at night it would release it. I don't know. Maybe they're worried that it would be too hot. But Yemen is also up to no good. Well, we're not talking about politics. We're talking about architecture and construction projects. So, but let's see. Let's say if the walls were 2 foot thick, what would that look like? If you just it's gonna be tiny. Yeah. See, I don't even know how you. Just for the sake of. Yeah, that's interesting because there's really no way to show. I mean, there's really no way to show it. I mean, you just have to just kind of graphically, come in just a little ways, just to kind of demonstrate, the exterior, and then the interior would be filled with. So on the lower levels, there's going to be, a tram, a train, a subway type situation, and apparently you're going to be able to go from one end of this thing to the other in about 20 minutes, which is a high-speed rail, obviously. And but you would only, if you're living here, you would only have to walk maybe 5 minutes to the nearest, store or whatever, to buy your goods and services. So the idea would be that people could just live here and walk. I mean, it's kind of it's a little bit bizarre to think that, I mean, I guess you could take the train and get out of here if you wanted to go somewhere. I mean, it's this whole idea that, these cities are enclosed, sort of encapsulated. I mean, I kind of like I think it's going to be an interesting experiment. It's going to be an expensive experiment. It's what, $500 billion, something like that. Where's my notes? 500 billion, which I would say is an underestimate. Any construction project is going to go over budget just automatically, and 500 billion. I mean, let's just be real. Let's how many feet long? Well, if I hadn't have, let's undo this. I bet my calculator won't even go. Will my phone do that? How many square feet? If I look up here, you see this? Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 365 million, 366 million square feet. Right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 365, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 times 200 is 7.3 to the 10th. Can I turn it sideways? And yeah, that's yeah. So that would just be for like typical, like in the U.S. right now, just residential. They're running about anywhere from 170 to to $200 a square foot. Of course, this thing has when you're building a city, you've got infrastructure, water, sewer. That's another thing. I guess they will have. It'll be interesting just to see how the infrastructure works here. Surely they're not going to try to pump sewage all the way to one end or the other. Maybe they'll have, sewage treatment periodically, several times along here. And then what are they going to do for water? I guess it'll be, are they going to have a desalination plant out here and pump the water, to the end? I don't know. Are they going to dig a series of wells? It should be interesting. The whole infrastructure thing to me is fascinating. But yeah, so I mean, so what we got here? Anybody left in the comments? Probably not. It's been pretty boring. This was just something I had gotten all my other drawing work done this morning. I got up at like 5 and did all my drawing work for my customers and for my meetings tomorrow. And I thought it would be interesting to try to get a sense for the scale. So, and one way to do that is to just put people on here. Let's go to Windows, or let's go to 3D Warehouse and just type in people woman. We'll just get a group of people. Are we even going to be able to see them? What? I can't zoom in enough. SketchUp does this thing. Let me get rid of this. These mirrors. See, the mirrors aren't even big enough to do it justice. Let's get rid of that. So those are the people. SketchUp's got this thing where it's got a field of view, right? And when you start zooming in on something, it wants to try to cut through like that, which is annoying sometimes. But it's because of the scale that we're working on. So those are people. And let's put some people down here. Which again, you're not going to be able to see them. I didn't even get them on the ground. Get down there. There you go. I mean, can you imagine? Now imagine accidentally getting caught out here in this zone. Oh, what? The sun's going to come down, right? And it's going to be reflecting. What kind of angle would that be? Like that. So anything in this zone on the ground is going to get fried. So if this is actual mirrored finishes like they show in the on the website, and I can't seem to keep up with, I've got too much crap open here. Here we go. It's just amazing. I mean, honestly, and you can see these are little sailboats out here. So now you can kind of get, and look, there's inlets here. You see how it kind of goes out into the is that the Red Sea? What is that? What Gulf of? Anyway, what is that? What is it? What is it? Let's just get rid of some of this stuff. Here we go. The Gulf of Aqaba. Yeah. And it was the Gulf of something. This is the Gulf of Suez. So the Suez Canal is up here. And I thought this, where's the Red Sea? I thought that was called this is the Dead Sea. I thought this was called the Red Sea. Maybe that's a nickname for it. All right, well, I know this has been boring, but if it raises awareness, that's good. I mean, just to think about an undertaking like this, and you look at the scale of it. If you just Google the line in Saudi Arabia, can't spell, starts I can spell, I just can't type, construction. And then you look at, put this on images. I saw a picture of the grading. Here we go. The grading contractor out there. Oh, good Lord. Holy Toledo. These websites are killing me. You're killing me. Alright, I accept your dang cookies. Here we go. Look at how small the grading machines are. Look at that. And look, they're cutting through these. I guess those, I don't know if those are dunes or actual hills. I would imagine a lot of this is sand. But imagine how deep underground they have to go to get this thing on a solid footing. Look how long, look how far they've gone already. It's just amazing. It's kind of funny. These huge, I wonder sometimes what kind of impact they have. These huge infrastructure, these huge projects have on, resources like steel and concrete. Our steel price is going to go up just because of this thing. I don't know. Starts construction on its 100 billion. That says 100 billion. I had the notes I had were 500 billion. Yeah, I don't see how you're going to do it for 100 billion. too much open, too much open. Yeah. No streets. 105-mile linear paradise. No carbon emissions. Well, that can't be true, but I can see you attempting that. All right. Well, I just thought it would be fun to take a look at this, and I love these, mega construction projects. I can't. I sometimes try to imagine myself as a project manager on something like this. I was a project manager for a pretty decent sized architecture firm for about 5 years. We never did anything on the scale of this. I think the biggest project we did was a couple 100,000 square feet or something. It wasn't, 350,000 million square feet. But I'll follow this thing, and I just think it's interesting. I was trying to figure out who the architects were. I was actually going to try to get, look at this. Look at this. Aha. Get the ad out of the way. So we got spine layer, service layer, pedestrian layer, and if this thing's going to be, maybe that's what they meant by 500 meters above sea level. Maybe, this is so they're counting the total height of the development from the lower level, not necessarily the level that's coming up above the sand or whatever, the surface. But if you look at the scale of those walls, like in this rendering, it's pretty tall out of the ground. So I haven't seen this section. This is pretty interesting. So this must be maybe water and sewer or something, and this looks like a train, and car or something. I don't know. Have to see how it all works out. Service layer, pedestrian. So it should be. Linear shape and subterranean infrastructure will help preserve 95% of the natural landscape. Well, I don't know how you're going to do that when you've got a big mirror on the south side. But we will see. What is it? Are you telling me that there's little groups of... Yeah, I'm not really clear about... this is typical. Anytime you've got a project like this, you'll have the artist and the people with the dream. The Saudis have the dream. They hire people to help them create the image they want to produce. And then those people, they turn that information over to architects and engineers, and they come up with something maybe a little more practical. Sometimes not, but it may be that you end up with just these little globules of cities, metro areas, and then they're all connected by the infrastructure, and then it's in a linear format. So who knows what's going to happen, because it makes more sense to do it in this configuration. Because you could have an area that was just residential, then commercial, then industrial, but they're all connected in that manner. Getting out of the scope here. I'm going to go watch this video, but I guess that's it. I just wanted to kind of bring it up. I know this was a boring video, but I just wanted to look at the scale of this thing and try to imagine what it would be like working on a project like this. It would be something else. it'll be interesting. So thanks for those who might have hung around or visited for a short while. Let's see if we got any other super neat idea. And I recently watched a few videos on it. I'm not sure if it will be ever be finished. Not in our lifetime. I don't know, man. If you look at some of the things the Chinese have done, and I read an article somewhere that was talking about, I think they actually have a Chinese construction company helping with it. So the Chinese really know how to, this is honestly, and this is not a political statement. It's an industry statement. It's a statement for really what countries are producing right now. If you look at what we used to produce, as far as projects like this, mega projects, the dams, those type of projects, it just doesn't seem like we do great things, anymore like that in America. I mean, if you look at Dubai, and you go look at they turn a desert into this oasis of mega towers and business and commerce. And it's just amazing. And here we are, we're fighting over the dumbest things, wokeness, and it's just we're not the same country we used to be, and we're really getting left behind. And that does sound political, I guess it is, but our country really is kind of losing it as far as innovation, and you've got, that's funny because you've got people like Elon Musk who have vision and dreams, and who's actually doing something. But the reason Elon sticks out so much is because there aren't that many people like him. At least we're not reading about them. They're not being talked about in the media, And you go to these other countries, China, Saudi Arabia, they're just building the crap out. If you just go look and watch the, of course, some of this is disputed, but go look at the man-made, mega structures out in the sea that China's building with just man-made land, extending their territory. I mean, they set up whole small cities just to build things like that, just for people working, and the labor and the engineers, the architects. It's amazing what other countries are doing, and here we are. We're just bickering about politics. It's really a shame. It's really embarrassing, and I don't know. I don't know. Something to ponder on. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for watching, guys, and maybe some of this will get built before I start pushing up daisies. It should be interesting. Thanks.